Hello, happy Mother's Day. My children are all busy doing things for me right now. And I was like, hey, you know what? I was out there mowing my lawn when my son was at his workout. And he got home and I was like, hey, you know what? It's Mother's Day. Why don't you finish the back of this yard? Like, what am I doing? Why am I out here mowing? I've just recently committed to mowing twice a week. And yeah. Does anyone care about that? I sincerely doubt that any of y'all care about that. What else do we have? So we're going to do a mystery read today. Just a quick message just to say hello, because I don't know, you know what? It's my day too. And I was like, what do I want to do? I want to go on. I want to say hello to my friends. Say hello to my little friend. Before I come on here, or when I was cleaning up, I heard that, what is that? How does that song go? It's like, birds flying high, you know how I feel. How does the rest go? Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm feeling good. Y'all, I'm a bit unhinged. Or not unhinged. Here's the thing. I came into an awareness recently. I had this conversation today about like manipulation and relationships and how people operate. And I was like, man, I feel like when I like a man, I don't just like subtly drop the handkerchief. You know, I like sit it in his lap. I think I'm a cat. Honestly, I just like sit up and like purr on his lap. I'm like, hi, I like you. Do you like me too? I feel like that's how I operate. And that's new for me. I don't think I ever did that before. I've always been sort of the, what is it? The chasey, the receiver, I guess. I've always been on the reciprocating end of initiation, I guess. I haven't really been the initiator, and I feel like in the spaces in which I've initiated, which is only a couple, I don't know how to be in that space. I don't know how to operate. I don't know what they expect from me. I don't know if I scare them. I don't know if they like me. It's just so weird in that space. You ever been a woman who initiates? Like, it's wild to me. I don't know. I'm unhinged. But anyway, someone named Michael sent me 5 coffees today on the buy me a coffee thing. And I don't know who you are, but thank you so much. That was literally the coolest thing to wake up to this morning. I was like, what? You're kidding. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And just like when y'all send super chats or things like that, it just is like, I'm just like, me? I really get that, like, you like me? You really like me? You know, kind of thing going on. I don't know. And it's not that I don't think that I'm like intelligent or I'm a, you know, well enough empath for this space. It's just that, I don't know, sometimes we can just, it's really easy to kind of doubt ourselves sometimes, you know, especially in a space where you're using your empathy and your connection with energy. You know, it's a really weird space to operate in. It's very difficult to trust your space, trust yourself in the unknown. Anyway, I'm babbling. I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna get into some truth today on a message that you need to hear in this moment. I don't know what these are gonna be about. Everything is a mystery in this space, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. You have group 1, group 2, and group 3. All right, hello group 1. Here's our little pigeon feather. Pigeon? This is not a pigeon. Don't listen to me. What am I talking about? This is a blue jay feather. Why did I say pigeon? Maybe there's a message in this space for you. I'm so sorry. Group 1. There is something wrong with me. You have baby steps here in this space. So this is a message about a pathway forward. I think that in this space, I get this like, ooh, I get like, just kind of, this is happening a few, like, this is I can't speak. It's like you're so anxious. This is the second day in a row where I felt in this space in particular, it's in like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for a new beginning. I'm ready for, y'all got the death card on the Instagram post yesterday, for the pick a card there. And it was like talking about, new beginnings and how in this space there may be an ending in order to get to the new beginning. And I'm feeling that. I'm feeling such a massive shift. But I think this is like, I think that we might be all or nothing in this group. And it's like, you're going to have to know that in this space, there's going to be slow and steady wins the race. All right, let's get into your quick little message. Because it is Mother's Day and I do want to spend time with my kids, but they're just, they're busy, doing things for mom. So mom's going to be busy doing something for herself. All right. What is the message, the collective message for group 1, please? Whoa. I'll take out that Queen of Coins, but I'm going to put the rest of this back just because it kind of came out. 3 of Coins, Queen of Coins, 3 of Coins. I kind of love that these are roses. And hello. Whoa. Okay. The 8 of Coins. Hold up. Some work to do, obviously, because we're talking about baby steps. And then what popped out into the garbage? What decided? The Magician was like, I don't want to be here anymore. Some kind of manifestations. And the Chariot. On the bottom of this, you have the 2 of Swords, tapping into our intuition, and the Sun. What is the message in this space? There's something that you're working on in terms of like some sort of stability that you're building in self that you just want to see come to fruition and want to see this like hard work that you've put in pay off sooner. And you're almost being called to question like, what is this? Okay. Is this belief realistically, is this hindering you or helping you? Because we need to remember energetic alignment, right? If we're in a space of feeling impatient or wanting things to just kind of happen on our time rather than through divine timing, we're almost creating more resistance because we're tapping into an alignment with impatience. And so in this space, it's like you understand the work that needs to be done. And realistically, the work that needs to shift in this space is perspective. Hold up. Got to get some water. Because when part of the 2 of Swords, it's weird because it hits differently in a lot of decks actually than the way I see it traditionally, but it's sort of like holding ourselves back. But from my perspective, traditionally the way that the 2 of Swords is, she's sitting there and she's blindfolded and she has these 2 swords up, where she's prepared to fight blindly, right? And so this is really about trusting your intuition a little bit more and trusting the spaces in which you hold yourself back. Also, some of these runes that come up, I think, in this deck are really interesting. Man, synchronicities are fucking weird. Sorry that I swore, but these runes here that are on the Magician here, this one here in the middle. Now, someone who knows a little bit more about runes can correct me on like exactly what they mean, or I can look it up. And then this one here. Interesting that it's sort of like, is that the same hand? Yeah, it is. Look, see this hand? These are both what would this be? The right hand? Here. And then here as well, right? And they both have that rune on it. This rune in the center. This is a protection rune. And so it's almost like the protection that is existing in this space is, oopsie doops, we don't want that way, do we? No. No, we don't. We want our manifestations in motion, please and thank you. The protection in this space, sorry, I'm a little giddy today. I don't know what's going on with me. The protection that exists in this space is really just protecting our perspective, okay? How we are choosing to do the work in this space. What needs to be shifted, okay? The biggest thing that needs to be shifted is how we see the situation, how we see the problem. Because if we are looking at the problem and we're putting in resistance to it and we're feeling impatient and feeling like we just want to get out of it, well, we're not surrendering in that space, and not surrendering to the process. We're just like, I am kind of, you know, a little bit immaturely kind of stomping our feet a bit in this space. Like, I don't want to wait for what I want. I want what I want now, you know? And this is really a moment to understand that the pathway that you take to get to what you want, especially if it's something big, right? With this sun energy, the pathway that you take to get to what you want, if you just had it handed to you, okay? If it was easy, would you have appreciation for it? There is longevity. Longevity? Is that the way to say that word? I'm not sure. There is... I'm going to break up my channeling. Okay, there's... Why does it sound weird, though? There is the ability to maintain or sustain something when there is a foundation that has been built to get there, and there's a hell of a lot more appreciation in that space. Think about a pattern of behavior that you used to have, that you worked yourself through, and or any kind of thing, right? That you something that you used to do that you shifted perspective or awareness on, and now you do differently. How easy was it really for you to unravel that pattern? It probably wasn't very simple. It probably took some steps. And so now you're in this space, and I think many of you have actually put in quite a bit of work, right? You've put in a lot of effort in this space. You have laid down some foundations already, and arguably you're already kind of halfway up the mountain, or some of you are just, look at her. Look where she's at. Look at all of the steps that she took to get all the way up there, right? And she's got to break through this threshold. Well, that's scary. Look at that portal. Like, you don't know what's in that space, realistically. You don't know what you're about to walk through. And so are you just going to like go, woo, and jump right through it? Or are you going to think about it for a second? Are you going to make sure that you're prepared to jump through that portal? And that's kind of the space here, because it's like, okay, once you get into there, then everything is going to just start moving more rapidly. And that's how it works anyway, with any kind of behavioral pattern, with any kind of thing that we get moving on. But I feel like many of us in this space, it's like, while there are so many things that are working in motion, there's this one thing, right, that is sort of in this, that needs us to pick up this shovel and start digging, right? And we know that. We're aware of it. We're aware of what that one thing is. And this is just the reminder that it's kind of, there's a duality in this. Ooh, the Emperor is here. Hello, Daddy. Okay, I'm sorry. Goodness, I'm sorry. I keep breaking up channeling because I'm just silly today. I'm so sorry. We're in a playful mood, I guess. But this thing, okay, or this space, okay, many of us are sort of stagnant even. You have the Nine of Swords here that just kind of popped out at the bottom as well. Like, this is a space that something that you're dealing with in this moment is really putting you into sort of a state of purgatory, where there isn't motion, there isn't this work being done. This is the Nine of Cups, building upon abundance, right? There isn't forward movement in a certain area. It's very stagnant, right? And there's this resilience without being able to look out and assess and use your intuition really and arguably put yourself in a space of being able to manifest this new beginning or this new reality or this new way of seeing things. And it really is just taking, I think what you're being called to do is kind of just take this leap forward and just start. Something we already know that the first step is the most important. I swear, what is that? There is like a freaking Sheryl Crow song or something, right? Oh no, wait, that's the wrong one. That's the first cut. Never mind. The first cut is the deepest. Don't listen to me. I might not know what I'm talking about. But here too, just shuffling just now, had the Four of Cups come out about like missed opportunities or like something you're just not seeing. And really, it's just take the step, you know, jump off the little ledge and just go. Here's the Empress too. Because I think that what we're doing is we're holding ourselves back from being in from feeling, it's sort of like feeling like we don't deserve to have these sort of bigger connections or these bigger experiences, or to be in this sort of counterpart energy, or that there's something wrong with us, or we're holding ourselves back, or we don't deserve it, or we're not good enough, and blah. Insecurity is kind of just getting in the way. Well, what is it that we're insecure about realistically? Like, what is it that we feel that we need in order to obtain this Four of Wands, right? It's something within self. There's some sort of way in which we're holding ourselves back. And I think, honestly, all it's going to take is just a pivot. And it's minor. That's the thing, is like baby steps exist for a reason. It's just one small thing that you can do to begin unraveling a pattern that you feel is keeping you stuck. All right, group one, that is your mystery message for the day. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you so much for being here with me in this moment. If this resonated with you, please like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below. And if you are interested in a private reading, you can email me at thetemporaltaurus@outlook.com. Thank you so much for being here, group one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Is not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine. Anyway, sorry. The seas of Mintaka. Group two. Hello, group two. Did you hear my son in the background? I don't know what he's doing right now, but he was like da 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 da. It's Mother's Day and my kids are all doing things for me. My oldest son is finishing up the yard. I mowed the first half of the yard. He's out mowing the second half. And my daughter is out mopping the kitchen, and my youngest son is, I don't know, occupying himself, which is good enough for me. So I thought, I'm going to go do what I want to do. I'm going to do a mystery message for the collective today on Mother's Day because I can. All right, group two, let's put your little feather aside, see what you have. You have the seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, I love you way every day. You are going through an awakening. Hi, baby. Welcome to the club. We're happy to have you here. Sorry, I am super sassy today, collective two. I don't know. All right, let's get into what is group two's mystery message for the day, please. Group two's mystery message. Page of Coins. I feel like you are just stepping into a new awareness. Maybe seeing yourself as a little bit of a, you know what, song just, I'm sorry, y'all. You're gonna have to forgive me. I am super playful today. But I just heard, I'm a baller, shot caller, 20-inch, what is it? 20-inch blades. Anyway. You are, so it's like okay, hold up. Let's get out all of your cards first. Ace of Wands, Ace of Coins. All right, that's what we'll do for now, and then I'll just kind of shuffle and talk, and if anything comes out, we'll just pop it out, okay? So there's some sort of seed that has been planted recently in your awareness or in your ability to sort of, it's stabilized you, or it's put you into, it's like an aha moment, and it's like illuminated for you, and really illuminating in that it's almost as though you're being seen in a light that you haven't seen yourself in, or trying to trust that light that you're seeing yourself in. But you're the star, you're showing up as a star in this. Also, you have major players in this. You have the Judgment card as well as Justice. These are truth coming in for you, the scales of balance tipping in your favor. This is a moment, a new beginning, a passionate beginning even, where something just has been planted. And I feel like you might be in a little bit of a rocky, not rocky energy, but it's like, I feel like there's floodgates coming in which you are just being downloaded like information after information after information, and really seem to be going through a major awakening to a certain situation or scenario and seeing things a little bit more differently. This may put you in a bit of a hanged man energy, but I think you're going to move pretty quickly out of it. Or this is talking about that rapid information being downloaded to you at like quick. This is passionate, fiery, big energy. Big energy. I heard this song earlier today. I have to look it up. Maybe you know it, but I don't know what this song was, but it was, it's from like, it kind of piggybacked off the Folk Implosion, like playlist kind of thing. And so it was that kind of music. And it was this man talking about how he's like, I have a head. Oh, what is it? How does it go? He's like, I have a head. But I'm basically saying that he only thinks with one head. And it was like a really clever, oh man, I gotta look up the song because I didn't know it. And I was mowing it. I was mowing the lawn. I heard the song come on. I was like, oh my God, I love this song, because it was just this man talking about like wanting to, you know, do the deed and only thinking with one head, and like, I don't know. If somebody is like, if you know, it's probably some obscure song that only I don't know, a minority of people will even know. But if you know it, tell me what it is, because I want to download it into my playlist. Because I feel like it would be a good song sometimes in my, you know, if I'm having an angsty day or something. Just, you know, if I'm feeling a little bit petty. Sorry. Anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about you. I feel like there was a situation, or there is a situation in which you're seeing things more clearly. This is a Four of Cups, which is usually like a missed opportunity card, but in your space, it's like almost like you're, oh, it's like you're like, oh, I see. Like, it's like the ideas are coming in, and you now see the cup coming out of the sky that is being offered to you, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that cup was there, and now I see it. And now the cup is right in front of me, and I'm like, oh, oh, okay, I've been focused on these other cups, and now I see this giant ass cup coming out of the sky being handed to me, and I don't know what to think. Well, you should be in a celebratory space, because this is a new beginning for you. Okay? Okay. I feel like that's like, honestly, I don't know. It just seems like that's the whole message, really. And you'll know what this is about. This is like something that you weren't aware of, that is like been brought into your, illuminated for you, right? And whatever this is, it like whoosh, like came and flooded with a whole bunch of downloads. So I don't know if this is just the confirmation that you need in this space right now to be like, am I crazy? Like, am I really, like, am I waking up to all of this in a single moment? Well, yeah, baby, that's how it works. And I would say that yes, you are. Welcome. We're grateful to have you here. Okay. Yeah, you may be in a space of doing quite a bit of reflecting, you know, quite a bit of, I don't know, just looking at it's like a new perspective has shifted for you, and you're in this sort of grand awakening to seeing things around you in a much different way. And this is a beautiful new beginning for you. So If that sounds like something that resonates with you, Collective 2, please like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below. If you are interested in setting up a private reading with me to dive into this experience a little bit further, we can do that. You can send me an email at thetemporaltaurus@outlook.com. Thank you so much for being here. Group 3. Hello, Group 3. There's a little bit of an energetic shift. Now, I'm in a really good mood and a really playful mood. And I will say I just felt a little drop down energetically in this space. So we're going to probably give you a little bit of a... I want to try to give you a lighter read and just lift you up in this moment. How about that? Let's do that. You have the card Earthed. Learning how to be human in a world, but not of it. I think that this is like, you know what this reminds me of? Okay, you ever see the a movie Girl Interrupted, and you know the part when they're all like doing yoga in the room and Brittany Murphy's character gets out and she obviously is still mentally ill, and Janet is in there who has anorexia, or sorry, I should trigger warning that. And she's still in there and she's not out, and she just sits down and she like starts freaking out after she sees this other girl getting out while she has to stay stuck in this space. And the yoga instructor is like, that's not a very good tree, Janet. And Janet's like, I'm a fucking shrub, okay? I feel like that's the moment right now for you, is that you've planted yourself in sort of this moment of like just grounding into kind of just weathering the storm a little bit in a space in which you are kind of inadvertently having to go within into this kind of hermit space, or even in this Hierophant space here. This kind of just popped out on the end of the deck, bottom of the deck, where you're just in a moment. Okay, so let's see what the message is for you in this space. Justice. I talked about this, Collective 3. I think you might, if you are interested, to check out the Instagram, and there's a message that came through for yesterday's pick a card there. And I actually did use this deck, and you had Strength, and this did talk a little bit about this in particular, the Justice, about energetic alignment. And the angel number that popped up in that reading was 414, which talks about it's like a message that what you have been giving is making its way back to you. Eight of Swords. 9 of Swords on the bottom. 4 of Swords. Yo, my goodness. What do you got going on, Group 3? Did you hear my son just yell, ah? Is that how you're feeling right now, Group 3? You're like, ah, just want to scream into a pillow. Do it. You know, it might make you feel better. You are feeling a bit burdened right now. Do feeling like you have, like there's some kind of decision that has to be made, or some sort of, this is big energy a little bit, where there's some kind of choice that you have had to make, or some sort of thing that you've had to accept. And it's been a lot of conflict, okay, especially within self. And here's that Strength card coming out as well, which is the card that you had in yesterday's reading on Instagram, actually. And here's the Hermit as well. Yeah, this is definitely a moment of going within and being in a space of honoring self. First of all, let's start here. There's nothing wrong with taking a time out and honoring yourself. It is okay not to be okay. What is that song by Jessie J? It's like, right? It's like, it's okay not to be okay. I don't know, but you'll have to, I'm amazing at delivering song messages to y'all. I'm so sorry sometimes. I always know the lyrics, but I never know the song. But that is a song, essentially, that, I don't know, just popped up in this space or whatever. I'm just reminding yourself, like, sometimes I feel like, man, I feel like we become something for everybody. And then when we have a moment, it's like we get so down on ourselves as though we're not allowed to have those moments. Well, nonsense. barnacles. I don't know why I just felt like saying barnacles. I have no idea why. Maybe that means something to somebody. But no, you are allowed to have this moment. And whatever you're going through is, first of all, any feeling that you put into any space, no matter what it is valid. If you are feeling it, if you are feeling sad, it's valid. If you're feeling unhappy, it's valid. If you're feeling uncomfortable, it's valid. If you're feeling fed up, it's valid. If you're feeling burdened, it's valid. Those are emotions that are intended for you to work through in that space or to rest. Sometimes when we don't give ourselves a rest, our body gives itself a rest for us, okay? When we are consistently being something for everybody and we've been working for an extended period of time, giving ourselves in several spaces, and then suddenly our body is just like, hello, I need focused on. And it just cuts off, and it's like, it's time for a rest, it's time for a nap, it's time to honor me. And that's this moment that you're having. And I think the message here is to remind you to not feel bad about it. Okay, you are very resilient. You're going through a space and a time in which you're reflecting on self. You might be putting yourself in a timeout or going through a moment in which you are honoring self, and it's okay. It's okay to put yourself in that moment and to really reflect and go within. Remember that the hermit lights its own way, right? This isn't like do you have the hangman? No. So the hermit energy, unlike the hangman, like the hangman is hanging himself upside down and he's like gaining wisdom in that space, right? The hermit is gaining wisdom within self. The light that the hermit is holding to dig its way out of the tunnel or to guide its way out of the tunnel is in the hermit. So, and here you are, the Hierophant. I love how these cards do this, okay? So this is like zoomed out, being in, and this is your light, okay, at the end of the tunnel. And that is what you are in this moment seeking, right? Well, this is within you, right? This light that you have is within self, okay? So you're in there and you're in your hermit cave, okay, with your lantern, and that's okay. Because you are obviously intended to learn in that space. Something that you might be learning in that space is that you are the main character of your life, and that you are deserving, and that you are you are here with purpose. There are things within you that are valuable. There are things within you that you can give to the world around you, but we don't need that in this moment. You need to get right with you. And then once you are right with you, then you can worry about everybody else. And this will actually put you into a celebration. This is when this justice, or this is actually judgment, so this is truth coming in. This is kind of like karma, also that good karma. Remember that angel number 414, y'all, because that number talked about how this is a moment in which what you've given is making its way back to you. And we've talked countless times about the trajectory and the tension, right, in the arrow, okay, in the, like, you know, when there is an arrow, like in archery, right, and it's like being pulled backwards, there's a whole lot of tension in the space backwards, right? You're aware of that, you know that, and you also know what comes after this space, correct, is a catapult forward. So just have faith, surrender in this moment, and simply take care of you without feeling guilty about it, group 3. All right. If this resonated with you and you would like to hear more from me in the future, do like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below. If you're interested in a private reading to dig into this more, or to dig into a topic of your choosing, you can reach out to me at the Temporal Taurus at outlook.com. Thank you so much for being here, group 3. Take care of yourself. Have a good day.